Oh, am I live? One sec. Sorry, I know this part sucks. I think I am. And I have sound. Cool beans. Okay, so you're probably wondering about the title of this live. And it's just kind of funny because what I was doing is I was outlining some of the possible things that I could teach my people. I mean, I have a list of things from one of my Facebook groups that people struggle with. And one of them is time. And that's one of the biggest complaints about running a home business. They say, I don't have time to post. I don't have time to network. I don't have time. And I've said all these things too before. And I still sometimes, find myself going down that hole of thinking that it's a real problem when it's not. Think about it. I did a TikTok about this, and I'll tell you about the name of this video as I go through. I want to tell you because maybe you can help me, and that's what that's all about. Mama's got a new bag, and this new bag is organizing that bag, organizing your life, organizing. And I'm not a super organized person. You could ask my husband; he would tell you for sure that Ginny is not organized. Matter of fact, he went through all my kitchen cupboards and organized them for me and said, okay, this is where you should put this and this is where you should put that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll try. I'm not very good at it. Ask him. He knows. And if any relatives pop on here, be gentle. Don't be cruel to me. And don't judge me. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, right? But anyway, besides that point, time is, and Ray would say this, is an illusion, right? When you say you don't have time, is it true? Is it really true? It's easy for us to make time to plan for vacations. It's easy for us to make time to plan on visiting our kids. Oh my gosh, that's the easiest thing in the world. I can't wait to go see my son and bring him an Easter basket. So it's easy to plan that. It's easy to spend an hour picking out a restaurant or whatever, where we want to meet up and where we want to play and where we want to visit and take a walk or take a drive, whatever, stuff like that, right? It's really easy to make time for those things. However, we have bigger goals and bigger dreams. So you got to keep those things in mind. And one of my TikToks, I went over this a little bit. And one of the things is your vision. Because if you think about what it will take to achieve what we want, those things that you got to do, right? Right. So, Mama's got a new bag. I'm thinking, okay, so I asked my AI assistant to come up with some titles, and that was one of them. Mama's got a brand new bag, streamline your life and get more done. I think I like that one the best. Of course, I'll play with the words and make them my own because I don't usually, I don't even carry a bag, but I like the words. The other one is the freedom formula, achieve more with less time and effort, or empty nest full life, maximize your time and achieve your dreams. That's my second favorite. So let me know 1, 2, or 3. Mama's got a brand new bag, streamline your life and get more done. I could put these in the comments right here, but I got to eliminate because there's 3 other titles that I don't really. Here, I'll just copy them all because they have the numbers right in front of them. You can vote. I have 3 of my favorites. And then what I'm going to do is add, let's see, how can I do that? Over here? Am I allowed to comment? I don't see where I can comment in here. Well, then I will put a new note up. I'll just put them like this. I don't know what that's going to look like though. And I don't want it to be a crawler. I want it to be a title. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, you can't see it all. It's too big. Never mind. we'll put it back. Because texting consistency to that number will get you on the wait list for the course. And it's not going to be an expensive course because I'm not an expert at this. I'm just teaching you what I know and what has worked for me. So, some of the ideas that I have for this, if you want to vote for the title of my course, I'll drop them in the comments after I'm done with the video, and then you can comment and vote because I don't see a lot of people watching anyway. You can catch the replay and then vote. Let me know, and I'll put it in my tech support group where you can vote too. Anyway, I don't even know. I might not, if nobody's interested in this, I might not do it. But here's the things that I'm planning on covering, and then I have a friend that I'm going to put his professional opinions in there too, because I have access to one of his mini courses, and it's Dr. Bob. I'm going to put it in there. I believe it was called Part-Time Work, Full-Time Profits, something like that. And he's got some excellent tips. And some of the tips I learned from him a long time ago in a different course. He probably doesn't know I've been following him around that long, but now I'm his friend. And anyway, so I have access to his course. He's a colleague more than a friend. Okay. Besides that, I'm live and I'm talking like an idiot. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So I'll talk about the misconceptions, that time management. I just did that basically. And man, you can let time take control of you, or you can take control of it, right? You can take control of what you're doing, or you can just coast along like most people do and just let time go by. And then you look years down the road. I mean, hello, here I am, 50, almost 53. And, you look back and you say, where did all that time go? Well, should you say that? I mean, shouldn't you say, wow, look at what I did in that time? I mean, for me, I'm choosing to look at my raising my kids. I mean, look at the 2 beautiful kids I raised, and number 3, my bonus, if he's around. He might not ever see this. But anyway, so I helped raise him too, and they're awesome kids, all 3 of them. Okay. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about prioritizing. So in our home businesses, we have to post, we have to be everywhere, we have to help other people get what they want so we can get what we want. We need to provide enough value that people know that you're worth what they're paying you for. That's the truth, right? Even though I know in your head a lot of you are saying, well, I'm not worth that much, or whatever you're thinking when you're deciding to write a course or deciding to run a business. Yes, you are. You know things that nobody else knows. Nobody has had your particular life experience. So I could go on and on about that. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about planning and scheduling, if that's your thing, because some people really like I know how to show you how to color code your calendar, your Google Calendar. I do have mine color coded as far as what everybody else was doing, because when the kids were in sports, I had orange for Blake sports, I had purple for Rachel sports, I had pink for my stuff, and red for Howard's. So I knew where everybody was at, and I could glance at my calendar and know how I could arrange everything to happen. And I was able to be at every single game, every single tennis match. It was awesome. I think I missed a couple here and there when they were scheduling that was conflicting, but we were able to divide and conquer. So having a color-coded calendar did help. And that's because I'm a geek, not because I'm super organized. So there's that, planning and scheduling. Now, as far as planning and scheduling for your business, I use tools that help me schedule and plan all my posts across all the platforms. And if you really want to know, and if you're really nice, and I don't see anybody, so I guess you're being nice, I'll tell you exactly how my routine goes. Do you want to know? Maybe I'll save it for my TikTok group and for my tech support group. I might. You know what? I will. I'm going to gatekeep that little piece and you can get into my groups. So I know gatekeeping is a horrible thing, isn't it? So I just had a thought about that on my snowshoe. I feel like I'm just talking to myself. That's the weirdest thing about going live by yourself. It's just like you're talking to yourself. But I know you're out there and that you might see the replay. So I was just going over this in my head because I had a discussion with another colleague about, what kind of information do you share and what kind of information do you gatekeep? And some marketers will say, yeah, you shouldn't gatekeep anything because everybody should have free access to everything. But I'm like, okay, I was thinking about that. And I'm like, well, there's information that I've paid a lot of money to learn and spent a lot of time learning. So why should that all be free? Now, caveat there, I do share everything I think of that's possible on those little mini short videos. I don't create a lot of long videos like this one. Um, so most of it you can get free if you really wanted to scour every single video and every single post I've made. But some of them disappear. Who knows? Some of them just, I don't know. Some of them are hard to find. I don't know. You can try. But when somebody organizes their knowledge into a course or into some kind of easily digested format, I think it's worth the money. And I think it's at least worth an email, right? So to get into either one of those groups, it's called TikToks and Reels for Beginners is one, and the other one is tech support and help for home businesses or home business owners, something like that. I believe they might be pinned somewhere. If you can't find them, just tag me. I'll get them for you. But you do have to put your email in there because I want you on my list so that I can tell you about any events coming up. Okay, what else am I going to talk about? Let's see. We're going to talk about delegating and outsourcing. And the only outsourcing and delegating I've ever done is to ask my kids to help me. That's the honest truth. Now, there are some marketers out there that know a lot more about outsourcing and actually hiring help. And if I ever get to that point, I don't know. The people I follow and my mentors don't use any kind of, outsourcing. Maybe for their laundry and stuff like that. Then we're going to talk about tools. I already mentioned that. That's it. I think that's about it. That'll cover what I'm going to talk about in that little mini course. It'll probably only be like $27 because it'll just be me introducing my thoughts and my tools that I use. And actually, I'm going to go into my groups and show them my exact routine as far as posting goes. So that's it. Since nobody is around and you might catch the replay, I don't know. If you do, then fantastic. Leave your comments and I will. Let's see, I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn and on my pages. So I will hunt those videos down and copy the names of the course. You can vote for them. And don't forget to text consistency to 906. Can't read it out with my glasses on. 289-0228. And then you'll be on my list so that you can be the first to know about it. I was going to record my portion with a live studio audience, but I didn't have any interest in it. And if I don't have interest in this course, then no big deal. I will keep going because I have lots to talk about and lots to teach you. I'll teach these tools to my people for sure. So if you want to be one of my people, by the way, that's different. You can text. I don't remember. What did I put? Free? Yeah, free, because you create a free account. Free to that same number on screen. Oh, you can't see it. Why can't you see it? Oh, it scrolled up. That's weird. Maybe because it's a short word. Maybe if I go like this. There. That's better. I better double check, hey? What's my keyword? I'm going to go look. I think it's free. Yep. That's it. I'm excited for you to start in this new path, blah, blah, blah. This is what you do. Okay, cool. So that is the keyword. So text free to that number if you want to work with me, and then text consistency if you want access to that course. It's only going to be like $27. So see you around.